hanging from a thread till you dead. Cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Breakfast in the West, lunch on the East. Salutes to y'all. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right, hope everybody's out there at the gig getting that money. Millions. All right, I'm wishing prosperity upon everyone in the chat. everyone, all the ghost watchers, right, wishing some money land in your lap, all right? Just don't forget about your boy. All right, salutes to the chat. Y'all are popping right now. All right, we just did a members only. All right, some of y'all are enjoying your cafecito. I have yet to have any cafecito. I have yet to be able to have the time to make some cafecito. We've been on the move. All right, jumped up in the morning, ran some errands quickly, did a live stream, a members only live stream. Y'all can check that out if in the members only section. Members is like $2.99 a month for the extra content, and the content that the live streams that we knock off, like the drunken ones, throw over there. So we had one of those. We talked about Adam 22 being allegedly picked up by the feds. We know for sure they talked about him, and we got to find out what they talked about. And I'm happy somebody is looking into what they asked for him. All right, that edited version will drop Universal, so y'all will get that. It'll be on the 4 Beginners channel, so make sure you follow us over there. It'll definitely be on the 4 Beginners channel. All this Big U content, all the edited versions will not be on this channel. They will be on this channel that I just dropped in the chat. So make sure you go sub up over there, because that's where the edited versions of that content will end up. All right? Same as with the Cain Velasquez. When you're looking for the edited version of the Cain Velasquez stuff, live streams stay here. But the edited versions of things go to different channels, all right? When it comes to the Cain Velasquez stuff and anything that has to do with combat sports, it goes to Head Kick Shy. All right? And then we got Ill Films. Ill Films is my film and TV reaction channel. Salutes. All right, let's get this run through the chat. So shout out 298 for being first. The pinned text is up here, so I can't. I'll get you towards the bottom. Salute. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Appreciate you, sir. Shannon, salutes to you. Hope you're having a great morning, noon. Shout out Young Jizzle. Appreciate you, sir. Young Jizzle pushed the content forward last night when he sent me the video of them of Whack 100 confirming that he sent his lawyer down to go get Adam 22 or whatever the fuck his face is. So shout out Young Jizzle for pushing that shit out there. I had to stop cussing so much, man. It's a lot of editing. All right, salute Zoraida. Good morning. Enjoy the cafecito. Shout out Super Big Exotic 420. Salutes from Providence. Salutes to you, sir. Smoke them if you got them. All right. Too early to be drinking them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. I hope everybody's out there in whatever mental state they'd like to be getting that money. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Do your boy a solid and hit the like button. Don't cost you a thing. Just a little kinetic energy. You hit the button. Boom, and it does wonders for the channel. We're trying to break 10,000, and then we're trying to move on to 100K. All right? We deserve 100K on this channel. Nobody else has, as much exclusive Flores Twins content as we got, as much exclusive coverage of, my reactions to what's happening in the cartel world, which is why we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about today. All right? Shout out Popeye the Stoner on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Good afternoon. Shout out JP. All right, I'm on time for this one. I'm for sure. Hopefully now I can get the rest of today's scheduled programs. All right, after this, at 2:30 we have a premiere, and the premiere is about the training centers that they've been finding across Jalisco, that are Bartel training centers that have been not recruiting but basically snatching kids, testing their gangster, and if they ain't got enough, they smoke them. That's the gist of it. So make sure you check out that video that we're going to drop at 2:30. I will drop y'all the link before we get out of here. As a matter of fact, the link already exists. So let me get that to you right now. All right. Make sure you hit the remind me button so that you get a notification for that, because El Tubo is very shady when it comes to the notos. I'm going to drop that in here too. This is the next video. This is the premiere for today. Make sure y'all go hit that notify me button and hit the like button. And meet us there in the live chat at 2:30 when we get out of here. And we'll hang out over there for a little bit more, all right? It's been a full day situation around here. Let's get it. Back in the chat. So salute Super Big Exotic 420. Appreciate you. We got the TTS in the chat. JP says, salute Shy Ill, my dude, Ill Cartel members in chat. Hope you have a blessed and grateful Friday, Junior. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content on your way in. It's free. I couldn't have wrote it no better. I should just use JP shit. It's been busy, but yes, been good. Thank you. Salutes. Shout out Primo on the check-in. Shout out Miguel Lopez. Good day, mates. Salutes to you, sir.
No mommy's wake.
All right. Shout out Mike Lopez. One love. Appreciate you. Zaza. Good morning. No, good afternoon to you. Miguel Lopez said from down under. Shrimp on the Barbie, mate. All right. Today, Miguel Lopez is down under. Shrimping. Primo, Shy, just booked a trip to Yellowstone National Park with my daughters and wife for the summer. You ever been? It's our first time visiting. I have not. I would like to. They kind of put I don't even want to mention it. I'm sure you know it already. And it doesn't really matter because if you're there, if you're here, it doesn't matter. I think they found out that Yellowstone is actually, what does Rogan call it? A caldera volcano. And that the day that motherfucker erupts, half of this country is out of there, right? But right now, it's a beautiful, lovely place. Enjoy it with your family, all right? I haven't been there. I would like to go there and walk them trails and see what's going on over there. Have fun. When is that? Is that soon? Is that happening? Let me, keep us posted, man. Throw us some, get in the Discord and throw us some Yellowstone content, man. And if you run into, what's his name? Kevin Costner up there, tell him we said what's up. Enjoy that West Coast morning cafecito. Adam 16 just said they raided his house for Big U info. No, that's not what happened, Primo. We just talked about that on the members only. That is not what happened. All right, the internet got it all fucked up. Shout out Super Big Exotic 420. Just sub now. Thank you. Salutes to you. Thank you. We appreciate the sub. Shannon, yeah, we're excited. Should I talk about the soccer female teacher from Chicago that just got busted messing with male minors? Did not see that. Thank you for putting me on that. I won't cover it this time unless we got time, and I doubt we're going to have time, but I will make a note of it, take a screenshot of that comment so that I can get to it another time. Make sure y'all join the Discord. Best way to get content to me and to be in on the conversations like the one that led to today's information of how we knew what happened at Adam 22's house, because he ended up telling us. And we covered it on the members only live. Salutes. Primo, tread lightly. Can't promise you won't get clapped today. Salutes. Behave. Everybody behave. All right. I bet I never been. I bet I never been there. Hope y'all have fun. Salutes. All liked in. Salutes. Appreciate you. Shout out Jacqueline on the check-in. I don't know. We might have to dox Jacqueline. I recognize that. Avatar right there. Have a great day, everyone. Salutes to you. Hope you're having a great day. Mike Lopez, like 13. Jesus. Shout out Vicente on the check-in. Salutes. JP. Beginning of June. All right. Salutes, Primo, man. Looking forward to that for you. All right. Have a great time. Those are the type of things that everybody should be doing with their family. Get out as much as you can. Have those moments, those experiences, things that don't, things that don't go away. Those things don't go away. Work for Downers Grove South. No shit. The internet never runs with rumors. Not at all. Not even a little bit. All right? All right. Made it to the bottom of the chat. I appreciate y'all. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Boom, 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 boom. The TTS is pinned up there. For those that don't know what the TTS is, for a minimum $2 donation, you can have a message play right on my screen in the middle of my show. You can be anonymous. You can stand on your name, whatever it is. You can troll, whatever. You pay to play. You say what you say. It is what it is. I can't clap you. It is what it is. All right. And it looks something like this. We're gonna play JP's power chat from the members only stream. Let's get it.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $5 salutes Chi Il my dude, Il Cartel members, and chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Friday, Junior. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free 99. I apologize for my tardiness. See no evil monkey.
See no evil monkey.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Mono con los ojos tapados. All right, JP, no one to get clapped if Shy doesn't confuse us. Listen here, bro. All right? Shy, you guys gotta listen. You gotta pay attention. Shy be like, I should put you in the fucking bathroom. Don't put him in the bathroom, but I should put you in the fucking bathroom. But I get it. Accidents are gonna happen. Mistakes are gonna take place. All right? You know, Primo got clapped yesterday. We didn't mean it. You know, should just go down like that sometimes. All right? Let's get it. All right, there's something that I wanted to talk about today, and I want to apologize to JP early because he's not gonna like this one. But if I don't talk about it, nobody talks about it. Why? Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Right? I care. I want to talk about it. Sometimes I talk about it and people say, oh, well, Sean, that happens in Chicago all the time. I talk about the times that happens here too. If there was a way to talk about it all over the world, I would. But guess what? There's not enough time in a day, month, year, millennium to do that. Why? Because so many young people get smoked in the midst of adults' bad fucking decisions. Right? So I have to talk about these things. I looked up today, I went to Cartel Insider and I saw a story. Again, another Miko Trevino story. I saw a story, but I couldn't walk away from it. I have to talk about it. So, make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. And let's get it. Cartel Insider, Miko Trevino. The bullet was aimed at Chapitos, and it hit her. All right? Now, what disappoints me is that I'll cover this, and then I'll edit the video, and I'll put the video out, and I'll try to put a nice thumbnail and title, and get people to care. But nut hugger emojis in the chat. The nut huggers that simply are here to cheer on their favorite cartel boss that never did nothing to them, that would boil them in a cauldron if they could. You know what I mean? They come to celebrate these people that would oppress their family, these people that would take their money, these people that, oh, but what if we worked for them and we were friends? Well, when they don't need you no more, you're done. Right? They want to put their jersey on. They want to come here and celebrate them. Right? La Barbie videos. I put out a La Barbie video about nothing. His name alone. Just off of the rumors and the people, just shit that people think on the internet. Those videos do much better than other ones, right? Because the nut huggers just be so thirsty to come and say free this one, free that one. Oh, my favorite boss, my favorite faction. No mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
Fuck out of here, man. Shut up. Because when I put up a video about this and these injustices that happen to these babies, or I put up a video like about Santa Miriam whose daughter was snatched by the Bartels, and what did she do? She went after their ass. And she grabbed all of the ones involved and she got them put in a prison. And you know what happened to her? There was a prison break and those inmates got out, and guess what? They took her life in front of her house after she begged the government for protection. But she did this. This is an older woman, up to tackling people in the street. She did this. Right? Nobody want to watch that video. YouTube don't even want to monetize that video. Don Alejo, a man who worked his entire life and stood clear of Bartel business and stood clear of drug trafficking business. And one day they came and they told him, hey, your farm is ours now. We're going to take this over. And he said, the fuck you are. And he sent his family away. He sent his workers away. And he sat there and he knocked down 2 or 3 of those dudes. They had to go get backup to come get him. It took them rocket propelled grenades to get Don Alejo. Tell that story, put that up. Shit don't get no views. Stories of young kids in Chicago getting hit. Kids that are 1 degree of separation between me and them. And these kids getting hit with AK-47 slugs in the city. See, right now, we lost half of our viewership because I'm talking about this. Right? Because they don't give a fuck. Some people don't care. Some people come here just to blow their favorite cartel god. Fuck you. I don't need your viewership. You know what I'm saying? I figure it out without you. I have to talk about these things. I'm compelled to talk about these things. These are the things that disgust me. This is why I say it can't just be the bad guys and just the bad guys. The people deeper than the bad guys. The problem is, you get some good people, you take out the bad guys, now they feel like, shit, I'm a bad motherfucker. I could be a bad guy. You know? But that's what happens around here. People don't want to hear the real stories about some real shit. It's disgusting, and it says more about y'all than it does me. Don't make me pussy. I think these dudes is pussy. You know? This is what it is. Child Velez on the check-in, Young Jizzle. Santa Maria and Don Alejo. Go check those videos out. They're the real ones. Those are the real ones. Those are the ones that should be.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $5. Chi, I heard my ears ring. What are you setting me up for so I may be prepared? Fuck the Bartel nut huggers. Anyone oppressing innocent people and hurting them in any way, power to the people. Think about the children. Fuck it and trolls.
All right. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja for the $5 power chat. Shout out, I heard my ears ring. What are you setting me up for so I may be prepared? F the Bartel nut huggers. Anyone oppressing innocent people and hurting them in any way, power to the people. Think about the children. F el tubo and the trolls. Fuck el tubo and the trolls. Salute JP for the $5 power chat. I appreciate you, sir. You see it. Same old story. The story that makes people up and run away. A story of responsibility. That criminals want their kids to be safe, right? They want their kids to be all good. Want to put everybody else's kids under threat. Fuck you. But the nut huggers in here be like, Shy's a bitch. He don't like guys that unalive young children. Shy's pussy. Huh? Shy's a hoe. He don't like when guys. I don't like the guys here. There was a song, I got a famous song from many 20 years ago. Talking to every motherfucking gangbanger in my city. Stupid bitch, you shot a baby. What the fuck you aiming at? This just been my jam from the beginning. Dare a motherfucker to tell me not. That it's not. Also could attest to it. He was there. He saw it. JP know the music. I've been singing this shit for my whole life. But it happens everywhere, right? But you got all these tough guys and everybody that comes in here, puro malliza, puro chapiza, puro eat a dick. You're a nut hugger. This is what you look like right here. You look like this right here.
I came in like a rainbow.
That's what you look like. A straight nut hugger. The bullet was aimed at Chapitos and hit her. All right, there's the vigil. For those that don't know, my last album that I ever recorded, my last studio album is called Vigil. Why? Because I've seen all too many of these in my life. These are a part of my life. Culiacan, Sinaloa, March 24th, 2025. They say children are untouchable. But there she is. Her blood soaking the back seat of a white Camry. Her pink sneakers still folded where she'd sat minutes before. Dana Sofia Perez Rocha didn't survive the ride home. She was 12 years old. A standout student in the first grade class at General Secondary School number 4. Unalived in broad daylight by a slug that wasn't meant for her, but that reached her anyway. That bullet was fired by La Maíza. This guy right here, Miko Trevino.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Popeye the Stoner sent $3.
Oh, you didn't have a message in there, Popeye, or did the message not go through? Shout out Popeye the Stoner for the $3 power chat. If there was a message that you're probably learning how to mess with the power chat. If you had a question or a message or a comment in there,
Let me know what it is in the chat and I'll read it out for you. Salutes. All right, shout out my brother Oso on the check-in. 298 Sosa. I'm saying this Mika Trevino guy, he definitely. I've heard nothing to tell me different that this guy is not, a ninja turtle when it comes to fucking pizza. Shout out Primo. Yeah, I'll get to those things. Salutes. Yeah, Popeye, let me know. Appreciate the dono though. Thank you. I'll play that shit again just because there's no message to the motherfucker.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Salutes,
Popeye the Stoner sent $3.
That bullet was fired by La Maísa. It was addressed to the Chapitos, and he ran through a high school girl. What does this line even mean? It's not. That's horribly written. That bullet was fired by La Maísa. It was addressed to the Chapitos, and he ran through a high school girl. Or he went through? Oh, you know what? Might be the translation. Probably not even him. He's a ninja turtle, young Jizzle. Puro Chapisa. He's a pizza guy. Hit the like button if y'all have yet to do so. Salutes to y'all. Straight Ninja Turtle, man. Ninja Turtle when it comes to the pizza. Right? It's a horrible scene. Nah, no message. Just want to show love. I appreciate you, Popeye the Stoner. Salutes to you, sir. Salutes to you. Appreciate it. Trapped in Majito Flaco's revenge. Shortly, this guy loves the pizza, boy. High cholesterol. Shortly after 4:30 p.m., the family was returning home. Dana was in the back seat. Her older brother beside her father driving. It was a normal day in the city deformed by war. Woo. That's the best line. A city deformed by war. Okay. That too little too late, 298. That's too little too late, but we're going to get to that. Then the gunman arrived, 3 vehicles. What? Then the gunman arrived, 3 vehicles, firing at a supposed rival target. It was an ambush from La Maísa targeting a Los Chapitos convoy. All right, here's the map. Approximate location of the attack, 22 of December Avenue, 22 de Diciembre Avenue, near Agriculture Boulevard and Francisco Madero Boulevard, Culiacan, Sinaloa, east of the city near Culiacan 87 Park and Sam's Club. Okay, can't even go to the Sam's Club.
No, mommy's wake.
Damn, I'm gonna jump in the playa. I'll be listening. Still on my beats, bruh. I'm turning this shit off. I'm going to the beach now. It's not a beach day in Chicago, but that shit's gonna happen one day where I look at you and I'll be like, you know what, y'all? Fuck this shit. I'm going to the beach. But salutes, young Jizzle. All right, don't turn the stream off. All right, salutes. Have fun. But there was no convoy, huh? Firing at a supposed rival target. It was an ambush from La Maísa targeting a Los Chapitos convoy, but there was no convoy. Just a Camry with a girl in a school uniform. In a moment of chaos, one of those bullets struck Dana's back. She collapsed in her seat, blood soaking the fabric, her pink school sneakers falling behind as the car sped to the nearest clinic. Oh, no, he wilding. He said the shower. Yeah, vete bañate, que ya, what's today, Thursday? Ya tiempo, young Jizzle, enjoy. All right, we thought you was going to the beach. I was like, damn, it's like that right now in Texas. Her pink school sneakers falling behind as the car sped to the nearest clinic. Camry riddled with bullets in front of a car dealership. Police presence. Despicable. An image they will never forget. There's something cruel about the contrast. In her high school portrait, she sits elegantly in a gold chair, her turquoise sweatshirt clean and untouched. All right, she looked like she had some swag about her, some style. The photo now rests on the banquette, surrounded by candles and pink roses. It's the only thing left untouched. What the fuck did that shorty do to y'all? Nothing. Y'all pussy. Fuck you. Die slow. That's all I got. That's it. Framed school portrait on an altar with candles and flowers. Altars, crosses, and the cost of the ego. This guy here, boy. This guy, now, let me tell you something. I don't think this guy cares about this little girl. He cares about the headline. Because I'm sure this happens with the other side doing it too. On the corner where she was unalive, strangers lit candles. A yellow wooden cross marks the spot. The teddy bear next to her photo says everything the rug traffickers don't. You can't claim moral authority while your bullets are taking away unaliving schoolgirls. You can't say we don't unalive innocent people when 34 minors have already been unalived in this war that has lasted 198 days, bro. They keep, and it's not their fault, it's the people's fault for falling for their bullshit. That they sit around and say, we're for the people, we don't hurt innocents, blah, blah, blah. And all of you blowers, dick blowers, all you wrecking ball blowers, all of these motherfuckers.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
All of y'all are the ones that give them the power to do that. Fuck you too. Don't make excuses for them. Stop believing the hype. 298, I fuck with you. I respect you, right? If it's Maito Flaco's people that unalive that little girl, best believe is going to have consequences from his own people for that. Fuck what you talking about. That's just indoctrination. You are just indoctrinated to know that. I don't judge you I don't judge you for it because I know that you're a man of sense. A man that'll come to that conclusion on your own one day. Because you don't know that. You best believe shit. You don't know that. Because the proof is in the fucking pudding. Oh yeah, maybe they're going to maybe they're gonna punish people for it, right? Yeah, maybe that does happen. Too little, too late. Too late, ya lo cagaron.
Yo vivo tranquila con la pena en
Cagó
la
el
casa.
gallo. Cállate, hijo, papá.
Shout out Maryland. I fuck with Maryland. Come to Ocean City, Maryland. You calling me out, 298? Primo, there's respect on your name. You just got clapped. Happens, unfortunately. He'll be all right. By having the green light, you became free for all on a street level as well as for those members incarcerated. By having the green light. What are you talking about, Mike Lopez? Explain. All right, so boom. Let's get it. Yeah, so this is right. You can't say we don't unalive innocent people when 34 minors have already been unalived in this war that has lasted 198 days. And guess what, Mika Trevino? I'm sure that's not from one side. Right? There's multiple sides involved in that. Sad story. The school draped in grief. The school in mourning. At a school, a black blanket hung in the entrance like the curtain for a funeral no one had planned. The classrooms were empty. Parents didn't send their children. Teachers lit candles and murmured prayers they knew wouldn't be heard. Dana Sofia's classmates built an altar for her with roses, a candle, and the last photo taken of her alive. A girl remembered not for her grades, but for her unaliving. It's disgusting. Black mourning cloth on the school fence and altar inside the school. Mika's analysis. Let's say the names. See, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. This is irresponsible. And this guy is not a journalist. He's not a journalist. Look, this guy is puro Ninja Turtle. This guy's not a journalist. He's just a tool. Right? Be careful. They rolling people up. Mika's analysis. Let's say the names. See, he's trying to be deep. But this comes off as whole shit because you're only pointing out one side. Let's say the names. Maito Flaco started this war. Maisa fired the bullet. And Dana Sofia paid the price. Sorry, bro. You're using that young lady.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Carrie Caberga sent $2. Thanks for the great content, CHIL. Keep up the great work.
Salutes to Carrie Caberga for the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate Power Chat. I appreciate you. Thanks for the great content, Sha'il. Keep up the great work. We appreciate you, Carrie. Thank you for your Power Chat. Come through. We be talking our shit over here. Salutes. Shannon said the green light women. They greenlit women and children used to be off limits. If they can't find a target, they'll go after family. It's whole shit. They go against what they used to fight for. Rules are meant to be broken when all else fails. Fucking dweebs. And remember I told you, Primo. Shout out Darkly Noon. Hello. Going back to the beginning. Appreciate you. Remember what I told you, Primo. You can get the good to fight the bad, and then what happens when them good fight the bad and win, they say, oh, I'm a bad motherfucker, and now they start doing the shit that they were fighting against. It's a circle jerk. A snake eating its own ass. Disgusting. I mean? But this guy's not a journalist, and he's pimping this little girl's name. He's pimping this little girl's name. And you should be ashamed of yourself. This wasn't a stray bullet. It was a direct consequence of a war that Maito Flaco declared out of pride and paranoia. Never liked his writing since the mini league articles. Let me tell you, I go into everything. Y'all know me. I go into everything. Oh, he's trying to make me say Kerry Caberga. I got it. I see it. What's up with some head, Kerry? Then I just flip it like that. No, I'm gonna say it. What, they're gonna try with the Nick girl shit? Like, miss me with the trolling, but you can pay for it. It's cool. Pay for the trolling. I just gotta catch it. Now you put me up on game, Primo. That's a new one I didn't know. Nah, Sha, I know how it works firsthand. That kind of mistake in that life on 9 and 10 costs your life unless it's like El Jefe de la Plaza. Even when you get, I don't give a fuck. They late in the dollar short, huh? Why consequences? Preventive measures. That shit don't matter to me. And honestly, salutes to you, 298. You can say that you know. A lot of people say they know a lot of things. 34 kids, bro, in the last 198 days. And that's just the numbers they're giving us. And what do we know about the numbers going on in these schools that are going to be on the premiere after this? Like, it's a lot, bro. Bring back Luis Chaparro. He's a better journalist. God damn, that he is. Because he's just pimping this little girl's name, man. And her name is to be used for something bigger than his fucking story and his little bias-ass war. Right? But I appreciate you, 298. We just not going to agree on that one. And we can agree, yeah, cool. 9 out of 10, it costs you your life. That's cool, cost you your life. Too late. Too late. Huh? Should cost 20 of them. Should cost 20 of them. And then Sofia paid the price. You dirty, Mika. This wasn't a straight bullet. It was a direct consequence of a war that Maito Flaco declared out of pride and paranoia. That is editorial. That is your opinion. You are not a journalist, Mika Trevino. I'm not a journalist either, but they respect you like you're a journalist, these people. Because not these people.
You never play me, nice
they
try.
don't know better.
Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $3. Chi, that's the fucking worst. Being remembered for how you were unalive than who you were. I need help interpreting some Jadakiss lines I've never understood, especially now you know you deserved it if you die with your eyes open.
Woo! Woo! Jadakiss, boy, I'm of that age, like they say in that meme. I'm of that age that, it's nice outside. You throw in the Jadakiss. Shout out Low Key. He been doing that shit since he was 21, but shout out Jada. All right, shout out JP for the $3 power chat. Shy, that's the fucking worst. Being remembered for how you were unalive rather than who you were. I need help interpreting some Jadakiss lines I've never understood, especially now. You know you deserved it if you died with your eyes open. We'll talk about that line another time, because there's a couple ways to interpret that. All right? Dope line, though. Love that line. Love that line. It's just a shock on your face. No. 298 said, man, don't Adam 22 me and make me snitch on myself. You don't need to, Papa. You could tell me right now, bro, that you are Maito Flaco. And I tell you, I don't believe you. Not that you're Maito Flaco. I don't believe that you're doing everything to keep these kids from getting smoked. I don't believe it. It's too little, too late. So it doesn't matter. So no, please don't. Don't snitch on yourself. Check yourself. All right? Consequences mean nothing when the worst is already happened, bro. You know what I mean? Too little, too late. So if you got that kind of power, make a phone call. And, you know, tell them I said,
No mommy's wake.
and,
Adiós, pendejo.
yeah, tell them that. So this is editorial, bro. This is his opinion. This guy's not a fucking journalist. Out of pride and paranoia, not against enemy Bartels, but against the legacy of men he couldn't control. This is him being a trumpet for them. You know what I'm saying? So when that hitman from La Maíza opened fire, this is how you got to read this ridiculous shit from this guy. So when that hitman from La Maíza opened fire in the middle of the boulevard, he didn't see the Camry's passengers. He only saw ghosts, shadows of the Chapitos. And a 12-year-old girl was unalive because of it. We remember your name. We remember who pulled the trigger. And we remember who gave the order. Who's we, bitch? Huh? Who's we? Mika? You and the pizza police? You and the Chapitos? That's the we. Huh? Where's that little girl's first full name at the end of this? Nowhere to be found. You used her images, used her visual. You used her. You used her to tell the your enemies, we remember you. We know who you are. We know who gave the order. No mames, pendejo.
No mommy's
You
wake.
know what I'm saying? Bite down on it, man. Bite down on it and squeeze. Put your mouth on the curb. This fucking guy here, bro. Who is this fucking guy, bro? Who are you? You used this little girl. That's disgusting. Moment of silence for Dana Sofia Perez Rocha. Rest in peace, baby. Straight pizza huele bicho. And guess what? If he was on the other side, I'd be saying the same thing. I say the same thing in the comments when nobody's watching. I say the same thing in the comments to the guys that want to come over here and use K's name about shit. Just stop. Stop. Ask a thorough question or just stop using people's names. This dude just used this little girl's name. This is a tragedy, a travesty, and they should all be wiped out over it. All of them. One fell swoop. The ops is ops. Get them the fuck out of there. All of them. All of them. They don't go to the bathroom.
The upper room.
You know? They should all be wiped out if for nothing else than this. This ain't the rug addict that's putting the dope in their veins that's a victim. This ain't the kid that got recruited and wanted the life and then ended up a victim. This is a little girl that was minding her fucking business in the back seat. Minding her business. So, fuck them. Die slow. All right? Rest in peace, Dana Sofia Perez Rocha. All right? We failed you. Sorry. Mika Trevino, fuck you, bro. And I'm gonna cover all of this shit because I'm gonna keep pointing you out. This was dirty what you did here. This was filthy. You used this little girl as propaganda, bro. You used her as propaganda in a Bartel war, in a cartel war. Fuck YouTube and their monetization. You utilized the little girl's name, a 12-year-old little girl's name, as propaganda in a war. We get to single you out. You don't just fall under the cartel umbrella. Your name is up here. Your face is up here. We get to single you out. All right? You just utilize that little girl's name in propaganda. All right? Fuck you. Dirty, filthy motherfuckers. So there it is, y'all. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all for hanging out. Shout out Upper Echelon on the check-in. Young Grillo did a video on the cams. Good. That's something to get into. Maybe not today, but definitely something to get into. Shout out Upper Echelon on the check-in. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. That's disgusting. I didn't think that that's where that story was going. That I was going to read that story and realize that this dude was just using her name in propaganda. That's straight hoe shit. Shout out Velez. The way he used her name was just as bad as the guy that shot her. Bruh, no different, bro. He might as well dig her up. He's desecrated her again, bro. The fuck? Shout out my respect to you, bro, and this is why I'm here, and this is why I support you. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. This has been me from the beginning. Big fuck you to you know what I'm saying? I've always been this. You go back, you listen to the music, I've always been this. To be honest, this is exactly what media and every other asshole does. Bro, they pimp that little girl's name for his little propaganda. When he's safely behind his little bitch ass computer, you ain't in no war, ho ass Miko Trevino. You ain't in no war, ho. You not the propaganda wing of the war, dog. Who is this guy? Man, hold on, man. Hold the fucking phone, man. That was dirty. Nasty work. Right there. Nasty work right there. Fuck is this guy, man? Who the fuck is this guy? Yeah. That's all that Higa is, propaganda. He's dirty work. But I want information, like, who is he? What is he? Independent investigative journalist covering rug cartel since 08. Fuck you, bro. Since 08? Investigative journalist, Chris Dalby. I investigate narcos, YouTube channel. Yeah, man, fuck you, bro. Never respect you after that one. That was filthy. You dirty, rotten dog. Where's his face? He don't show his face? You don't show your face? All these tough pussies? Oh, I see he posted the fake Mayo Zambada picture. Yeah, fuck this guy. All right. If he's doing this propaganda, he's in it. And we can see what side he riding with. Oh, no. Yeah, he didn't put himself. But he in it. He in it from, from in front of his 20-inch, from in front of his 50-inch TV screen. He in it from behind his MacBook, right? That little girl was in the shit. That little girl was in the line of fire. That little girl wasn't bothering nobody. She didn't give a shit about the pizzas or the maizas. And Miko Trevino, I did not see this article going this way. I thought it was going to be another. I didn't think he was going to become part of the content. I didn't think Miko Trevino was going to become part of the content as far as me looking at that and saying, oh, you're using this child's name for propaganda. You bullshit. Fuck you. I don't know what's going on here. New mid-roll ad quality improvement. Thank you. Improve my shit. Make me some money. All right, salute to y'all. Most definitely a pussy. Definitely. That's fun. Que rica verga. I said it right now. I said it. So what? You gonna clip that? What does that make? What? That makes me a dick sucker and it don't make you a fucking dork? You paid $3 for it. I'm with it. You get to talk your shit. I get to talk mine. Disgusting. Yeah, it's definitely disgusting. Fuck dude. Fuck Cartel Insider. I'm going to use you, but I'm going to call you a fuck face every time. And I'm going to know what I'm reading. I'm going to know that it's some fake bullshit. I'm going to know that. I'm going to know it's something that came from pure bias. And not only bias, but just bad decision making and evil. All right? Use a hoe. A straight propaganda clout hole. All right. Salute to y'all. Hundreds up in the chat. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get it. All right. Next up. Wondering, do I get into this paperwork? All right, we did this. That's in the members only. No more broke trolls. No. If you pay to play, it's cool. They're going to check his ass in a real way soon. We'll see, 298. He's an investigator, bro. I mean, he's an investigative journalist. No more broke trolls. Yeah, they got to pay to play. I said what he wanted me to say. I just be, on my rapper shit. Because can't nobody fuck with words like me, so. The trolls, you just got to win. Just put your money on it. Put your money where your mouth is, Mariques. All right. We'll get through some of this paperwork. If you ask me, Big U is popped. And if they're going after him for Nipsey, it's going to be a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. People say, I don't wish jail on nobody. Well, I mean, you could smoke the motherfucker. I'd rather you smoke him, but if you're going to put him in jail, put him in jail. If it's the difference between him sitting at the crib, getting away with murder, and alive, and I'm straight. He going to be bitching and copping pleas like Camilo. We going to see, 298. We going to see. Where's Camilo? He been quiet? I heard shit from Camilo. And since we said, Camilo, it's about time you probably should shut the fuck up. What's going on? Have we heard from him? Se cayó el Let's see when was the last time. Camilo. 15 hours ago, huh? But he got cartoons. He's not showing his face no more. Okay, there he goes. 1 day ago, he had a podcast. Okay. All right. He's using AI to get his work done. Salute to Camilo. All right. Let's get it. Let me find this paperwork. I want to go through this paperwork. Right, it's looking like Cain Velasquez will be out by January. I'm hoping that's the move. January. Right. Okay. Let's get it. Paperwork party for Big U. All right, let's do this. Got my water. Maybe I should.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $3. Fuck this so-called journalist using this innocent young girl and anyone else he may have used for whatever agenda or monetary gain. Rest in peace to Sofia, Perez, Rocha, and any innocent young and unalive like her by bitch-made hoe-ass motherfuckers.
You got your vocab in on that one, boy. All right, shout out JP for the where is it? Shout out JP for the $3 power chat. Fuck this so-called journalist using this innocent young girl and anyone else he may have used for whatever agenda or monetary gain. Rest in peace to Sofia Perez Rocha and any innocent young and unalived like her by bitch-made hoe-ass motherfuckers. Okay? All right. Carlito's Way. Al Pacino. Carlito Brigante. Who I like to call my father. What he told the waiter about Benny Blanco? He said, come on, he's just like you 20 years ago. He not me. Not me. Been with made dudes, protected dudes. Who he been with? Chain snatching, jive ass, maricon motherfuckers. All right, salutes. All right, salutes JP for the $3 power chat. I appreciate you.
Millions.
All right. Let's get it. I noticed something here. So, Eugene Henley, Big U. Sylvester Robinson, which is the guy that rode with him to Vegas to do that dirty deed. Mark Martin, don't know yet. Tremaine Ashley Williams, I believe, is Loose Cannon. Armani is the chick that they're getting for the interstate commerce, ex-trafficking. Frederick Blanton Jr., I don't know. And Tiffany Shenrika Hines, I don't know. But I tell you what I do see here. I do not see Zahir. I believe it's Zahir Mitchell. And that would be Brick Baby. Brick Baby is not in this complaint. Okay? Brick Baby is not in this complaint. So what they're saying about Brick Baby's case being separate from this seems to be true. At this point, at this stage. Shout out to that name, man. January, that's love. Can't gonna be there running shit like upper echelon bossed up here in the joint. Salutes. So no Brick Baby in this. Brick Baby got his own problems. Criminal complaint by telephone or other reliable electronic means. I'm gonna skim through shit first to make sure that we're not wasting time on bullshit. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Do not forget at 2:30 we have a what's it called? Premiere. So make sure you tune in there. 2:30 CST, Central Standard Time. Alright, fuck all this. Los Angeles. Introduction. Purpose of affidavit. Persons. We're going to get through this quickly. We're not going to suffer all the bullshit. I got the hiccups, me jodillo. All right. Introduction. I am Special Agent, SA, with the Federal Bureau of Investigations, and have been so employed since September 2018. I am currently assigned to a criminal enterprise squad at the Orange County Resident Agency of the FBI, where I am tasked with investigating violent gangas and organized criminal enterprises. From March 2019 through December 2024, when I joined the Orange County Resident Agency, I was assigned to the Los Angeles Field Office, investigating violent gangas and organized criminal enterprises in conjunction with the Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on Violent Gangas, a multi-agency federal, state, and local gang task force. My experience as an SA with the FBI includes, but is not limited to, conducting physical surveillance, executing search and arrest warrants, working with informants, issuing subpoenas, analyzing pen register and trap and trace records, interviewing subjects and witnesses, consensually monitored meetings and telephone calls, analyzing financial records, and conducting court-authorized interceptions of wire communications. I have received training in the investigation of violation of federal law, including racketeering laws and federal rug conspiracy laws, and have personally participated in and assisted with several gang investigations involving racketeering and rug conspiracies. Purpose of the affidavit. Eugene Henley, also known as Big U, Big Draws, and a whole bunch of other shit. Hannibal Muhammad, anybody killer. Dave Austin, bunch of bullshit. All right. Sylvester Robinson, known as Vay. That's where you hear Whack 100 keep saying Vay. Sylvester Robinson. Okay. Mark Martin, a.k.a. Bear Claw. I believe he's a 6'0". For a violation of Title 18 United States Code, blah, 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 blah. Also, Tremaine Ashley Williams, a.k.a. Loose Cannon, for a violation of Title 18, interference with commerce by robbery. Okay? These guys up here got the RICO, racketeer, influence, and corrupt organization conspiracy, and then they go B, interference with commerce by robbery. So, Loose Cannon for robbery. Armani, a.k.a. Mani, this is the girl from the taco truck we was talking about yesterday. I am not gang. I do not gang bang. Don't play me like I'm pussy. I will pull up and bang bang. All right. So she's the taco truck girl. Armani, a.k.a. Mani. Transportation of an individual in interstate commerce with intent that the individual engage in prostiness, suciedad. Okay? It's an infamia. Okay? On some susita shit right there. We need more sucia stuff in the soundboard. Other than
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
just trying to do hood rat stuff with my friends. All right, so boom, got her for the prostiness. Frederick Blanton, known as Blanton, and Tiffany Hines, known as Hines, for a violation of Title 18, bank fraud. Boom. The facts set forth in this affidavit are based upon my personal observations, my training and experience, and information obtained from various law enforcement personnel and witnesses. This affidavit is intended to show merely that there is sufficient probable cause for the requested complaint and warrants, and does not purport to set forth all of my knowledge of or investigation into this matter, unless specifically indicated otherwise. AKA, I'm giving you enough to get warrants, do all this thing, but I ain't telling you everything, and I don't have to. Basically what he's saying, I think. Unless specifically otherwise, all conversations and statements described in this affidavit are related in substance and in part only. All amounts are approximate, and all dates and times are on or about those indicated. All right? Persons, properties, and premises to be searched. This affidavit is also made in support of warrants to search the following. They want to search Big U's person. They want to get in his Mercedes. They want to get into his residence here, Los Angeles residence, another Los Angeles residence. They want to get a search of the body of Vay and a search of Vay's residence. They want Bear Claw. They want to search him. They want to search Bear Claw's residence. And the business of Ex-Offender Fellowship Network doing business as developing options and other names. So they want to get into developing options, right? Items to be seized. It sound like Big U is, the U is for under. Items to be seized. The items to be seized from Henley's Mercedes, Henley's 62nd Street premises, and Henley's Arlington premises are evidence, fruits, and instrumentalities of violation of 18 U.S.C., the RICO Act. So anything. Anything that has to do with RICO conspiracy to interfere, anything that has to do with robbery, commerce, extortion, whatever. Anything that has to do with use of firearms, boom, they're just going after everything. I'm looking through shit. That's it. The items to be seized from Robinson, same old shit. Okay? They want the same thing. Summary of the investigation. In February 2021, the FBI Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force, the English motherfucker. The fuck is the LAMTFVG? Get that shit out of here. That is not, you cut that shit off at 4 letters and that's it. Launched an investigation into Big U's criminal enterprise, the Big U Enterprise, and its association with the Rolling 60s neighborhood street gang, the Rolling 60s, which the task force began investigating in August 2020. The Big U Enterprise is a mafia-like organization that utilizes Big U's stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s and other gangas to intimidate business and individuals in Los Angeles. The Big U Enterprise is led by Big U. Big U is a self-admitted member and original gangster or OG of the Rolling 60s, a violent criminal street ganga with associated sets in several other states. Henley is widely regarded as a leader within the 60s. In the 1980s, Big U rose to a prominent position in the Los Angeles rug and Rolling 60s hierarchies. During this time, Big U also earned a reputation as an enforcer for the 60s. Some members of the Big U Enterprise are also members of the 60s. Big U is able to lead the Big U Enterprise because of his standing as the face of the Rolling 60s for decades and his reputation for violencia, including unaliving. At times, the Big U Enterprise partners with members, and they put a blank space right there. Upper Echelon, we got songs for you lined up, just a matter of time before you hear it. He's not going to pick those songs. He wants Miley Cyrus. All right, hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Salutes to y'all. Hope everybody getting that money. and listening to me on the clock. Because you can't say fuck your boss, but I can say fuck your boss. All right? Salutes. Let's get it. In interviews, Big U has stated that he believes his story is the modern day mafia story and associates of the 60s and other criminal elements for mutual benefit. But the Big U enterprise is a distinct and independent criminal enterprise engaged in criminal activity. Members and associates of the Big U enterprise are engaged in illegal activities, including extortion, robbery, unaliving, people trafficking, wire fraud, bank fraud, and other financial crimes, obstruction of justice, illegal debt collection, illegal gambling, conspiracy to commit fraud via illegal gambling, and other offenses in furtherance of the Big U enterprise and for the benefits of its members and associates. As set forth in detail below, I got a new trick. I'm gonna from now on I'm gonna just say the first name if the shit sounds funny in the power chat. Salutes. Shout out Young Jizzle. Alright. I lost myself. I thought about that. I said, I got a fix for that. As set forth in the detail below, through the course of the investigation, agents gathered information from a variety of sources, including confidential human sources, surreptitious recordings, including the Title III wiretaps, search warrants for social media, iCloud and Google accounts, financial records from both individuals and companies or organizations, toll records showing communication between conspirators, victims, and Big U Enterprise members and associates, cell site location information from numerous phones, including Big U's, Vay's, and Bear Claw's, City of Los Angeles records, public filings, publicly available information, interviews of witnesses and victims. The investigation employed various additional investigative techniques, aka Adam 22, including surveillance, vehicle tracking, poll cameras. Right? Some of you poll riders need poll cameras, recording devices, interactions with confidential sources, and information gleaned through through undercover purchase of firearms and narcotics. The United States District Court for the Central District of California authorized multiple Title III wiretaps and electronic interceptions, orders for telephones being used by certain subjects of the investigation, including Big U, Vay and Bear Claw, and Brick Baby. Why is Brick Baby now named in here? I'm my own boss. It can't be fuck me. It can't be fuck me. It's fuck you. Alright? You're not the real boss, 298. And I can't say fuck your boss, because if wifey's your boss, then salute to her. You know what I'm saying? Right? But, alright, not your boss. If you are the boss, though, like if you're your own boss, that's one thing. If you're everybody else's boss, definitely could be fuck you, 298. Definitely could be fuck you today. Shit's funny. Get it. Your boy multitasking over here. Shout out Super Big, Exotic 420. Appreciate you. He said something I'm gonna use earlier too. He said this channel's gonna succeed. Good shit needs time to cook. I'm with that. Salutes. So they mentioned Brick Baby here. The court also authorized the interception of audio and visual nonverbal conduct via closed circuit television through the installation of video and audio bugs in a location. Since the inception of this investigation, the FBI, IRS, Criminal Investigation, CI, State's Attorney, have interviewed more than 50 individuals, including subjects of the investigation who agreed to voluntarily provide information. As discussed further below, based on information learned from these individuals and other sources, below I summarize the information and evidence obtained thus far from these various investigative tools, where Mitchell is the subject of a separate sealed indictment. So that's Brick Baby. We asked yesterday why somebody asked upper echelon why, it might have been 298, why Brick Baby's indictment is sealed, or Primo. Debo shit, Primo. In certain points below, I summarize wire and electronic communications that investigators intercepted pursuant to court orders. In other points, I quote from or paraphrase agents' understanding of those interceptions. So this mentions Brick's case is sealed right here. Interceptions. Relevant to the requested complaint and warrants. The investigation remains ongoing. Summary of probable cause. Big U, Vey, and Bearclaw, and others known and unknown are members of the Big U Enterprise criminal organization. Blah, 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 blah. We got all of that. Unaliving, extortion, interstate transportation for the purposes of prostiness, bank fraud, wire fraud, embezzlement, blah, 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 all that shit. Big U Enterprise includes its leader, members, and associates, constituted as enterprise. All right, leader being Big U, kingpin shit. They trying to destroy him. Well, he's done. As defined by Title 18, that is a group of individuals associated in fact and engaged in the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce. Big U Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose common purpose of achieving the purpose of the Big U Enterprise, right? Rico, suave. The cops had the technology to read your text 2 blocks away from your spot. They looking for dick pics. The purpose of the Big U Enterprise include but are not limited to the following: enriching Big U Enterprise members and associates by using the power and status of the Big U Enterprise as an original gangster to commit extortion, robbery, fraud, and other crimes. Promoting, protecting, and expanding the power, reputation, and profits of the Big U Enterprise and its members and associates through the use of intimidation, fear, violence, threats of violence, assaults, extortion, and unaliving. Using social media platforms, documentary podcasts, interviews, and Big U's reputation and status to create fame for and stoke fear of the Big U Enterprise, its members, and its associates. Financially enriching Big U Enterprise members and associates by defrauding donors to non-profit entities so the non-profit can get it too. We're talking about a guy who had a toy drive through his non-profit, had a U-Haul of toys in front of his house, and the big bad wolf, the big well-respected big bad wolf, Big U, the U-Haul got robbed of all of the Christmas gifts. Right? U-Haul robbed of all of the Christmas gifts. And then what? The community came out and saved the day yet again. And he all happy and smiley. I'll show you the video. Now, what other chances that motherfucker stole that U-Haul himself? Or sent loose cannon? Or sent brick baby? Allegedly. Or not allegedly. This is just me imagining shit. You know what I mean? This is who we're talking about here. What happened? You're so feared. You so respected. Shouldn't nobody be coming taking nothing from in front of your house, right? There you go. I got 2 guys working for me, so I guess it's fuck me. No wife. Definitely fuck you, 298. That's great. All right. Financially enriching Big U Enterprise members by defrauding donors to nonprofit entities under the control of the Big U Enterprise and its members and associates, including developing options. Financially enriching Big U Enterprises members and associates by defrauding federal, state, and local agencies. That's that PPP. Financially enriching Big U Enterprises by defrauding mortgage lending businesses to make loans to employees of entities under the control of Big U. So he's just strong-arming all over the place. If the toys, just give us your wife. Fuck the toys, just give us your wife, Adam 16. Gratifying Big U members by trafficking and exploiting ex-workers. Concealing and protecting the illegal activities. I mean, what does it mean to exploit an ex-worker? And I don't know, the trafficking, I don't get that part. Because you're acknowledging that they're workers. Concealing and protecting the illegal activities of the Big U Enterprise and its members and associates. From detection by law enforcement through means that included, among other things, witness tampering and obstruction of justice. I mean, I haven't heard a law that ain't been mentioned over here. 16. Beginning no later than 2010 and continuing to the present, in Los Angeles County within the Central District Court of California and elsewhere, Big U, Vey, and Bear Claw, each being a person employed by and associated with Big U Enterprise and enterprises engaged in the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce. All right. That is to conduct and participate. They conspire to conduct and participate directly and indirectly in the conduct of affairs of the Big U Enterprises through a pattern of racketeering activity, as the term is defined in Title 18. Which pattern? The pattern of racketeering activity includes multiple acts involving unaliving, chargeable under Nevada revised statutes, snatching, chargeable under Nevada revised statutes, robbery, charged under Cali. So this is the kid up here. This is the kid in Vegas. So then down here, this is Cali. Robbery charges under the California Penal Code and extortion. Multiple acts under Title 18, blah, 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 bunch of bullshit. 100% he did that shit. All of it. I saw this. U-Haul theft. What a bunch of crap. Yo, they stole the U-Haul with all the Christmas gifts in it. That ain't a dirty, rotten motherfucker, huh? That ain't a dude that'll take Nip out. Nip, a dude that was building so much and feeding so many people. They've already saved mad lives, Nipsey and Black Sam. You know? The people that work for them, the dollars that they've created, the commerce that they've created. All right, let's see. It was further part of the conspiracy. Big U, Vey, and Bear Claw would commit at least 2 acts of racketeering activity in the conduct of the affairs of the Big U Enterprise. The 3 of them and other members conducted and participated in same old shit. Same old shit. Members and associates, same thing. To tout the Big U Enterprise, let's see. Members and associates of the Big U Enterprise used Big U's history and reputation, including his connections to the violent 60s gang, Rolling 60s gang, to tout the Big U Enterprise's reputation for violence and that Big U Enterprise controlled Los Angeles. All right? You're being an attention whore right now, Mr. Flores. As part of the Big U Enterprise's purported control of Los Angeles, individuals, including professional athletes, musicians, and others intending to conduct certain types of business in Los Angeles, including both legitimate business and illicit criminal conduct, were required to check in with Hentley. You have 100% viewers to likes. Here's the problem with that number, Jay. And don't ask me questions. Just get to the point. The problem with that is, it's been more people in and out, if that makes sense. But, yes, I like it like that. Almost 100%. As part of Big U's Enterprise's purported control of Los Angeles, they were all these musicians and athletes were required to check in, all right? To check in with Big U prior to traveling to Los Angeles or engaging in certain activities to obtain protection from the Big U Enterprise while in Los Angeles. Well, you had, yeah, they're gone. Henley hosted a podcast titled Checking In. The opening theme song of which explained, when you hop off the plane, check in. Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Because if not, shit get hot. You better check in. The check-in included both a payment to the Big U Enterprise as well as requesting permission from Big U to conduct certain activities, including acts of violence that were sanctioned by the Big U Enterprise, as Big U described in a documentary film that he produced about his life titled Hip Hop Uncovered. If I don't pick up the phone, that can mean unaliving for somebody. As Big U stated in the Nothing to Something podcast, you gonna check in. You could choose not to, and it's gonna be a problem. If you choose not to check in, you suffer the consequences. You blank. Based on my training and experience, I know that members of Crip affiliated gangas do not use the letter CK together, because members of their rival blood affiliated gangs use CK to refer to Crip unaliver. Therefore, Crip gang members often replace the CK with a CC. All right? Feel like you got something bigger than what's there, and that not checking in is basically an act of war. It ain't not one human being who not gonna check in. Miss me with that shit. Fuck out of here. Dick riders are gonna check in, yeah. If you choose not to check in, you suffer the consequences. You feel like you got something bigger than what's there. See this? Oh, okay, my bad. This was under the page. Sorry. Let me finish this sentence. If you choose not to check in, you suffer the consequences. You feel like you got something bigger than what's there, and then not checking in is basically, you feel like you got something bigger than what's there, and then not checking in is basically an act of war. It ain't not one human being who not gonna check in. Get the fuck out of here. While members and associates of the Big U Enterprise use Big U and the Big U Enterprise's history and reputation to control LA through violence, fear, and intimidation, Big U simultaneously attempted to create an air of legitimacy for the Big U Enterprise by promoting himself as a reformed gang member focused on bettering his community through purported nonprofit organizations he founded. The more motherfuckers that do what he did, hit the like button, y'all. The more motherfuckers that do what he did, the more y'all gonna have to miss me with this redemption song at the end of your long criminal career because you happen to be lucky enough and weaselly and slippery enough to still be alive. Miss me with the redemption songs and all these redemption stories keep fucking being lies and failing. Okay? Gotta find a new hustle. Right? Period. I guarantee he did that too. One ticket to Brazil. Well, you had. What's up, Shot? Salutes Nathaniel's Adventure. Salutes HG on the check-in. Dumbass, whoever paid this idiot. I got a better idea. Don't go to a hood where you shouldn't go. Unless you good. Unless you're that guy. The problem is everybody want to be those guys. Everybody knows Dog would be able to walk in any neighborhood in any place he wanted to walk into. Period. X. Right? You saw the video. There's a video. I put a video on Instagram that Maurice put on there. There's guys that could do that. You not that dude. But if you take your ass to the hotel and do your thing, you ain't got to check in with shit. Tiny Lister said he based Debo off Big U. Yeah. I mean, the whole production did, from my understanding. It wasn't even just Tiny. All right, let's get it. Bro, those guys get robbed by the guys that they check in with. That's why I don't do nonprofit. That nonprofit shit, that's another thing. They done pimped the nonprofit to death. Nonprofit got pimped. Don't nobody believe it no more. You know? Come on, man.
No mommy's weak.
Nothing is sacred, bro. Criminal done put their hand in everything. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get it. I can't lose my place. I'm fucking with y'all in the chat. Let's see. Charity be damned, boy. By promoting himself as a reformed gang member, focused on bettering his community through purported non-profit organizations he founded, such as Developing Options, and by soliciting donations from celebrities and grants from governments and foundations to these charitable organizations. In actuality, Big U and other members and associates of the enterprise used these nonprofit entities to enrich and further the objectives of the Big U enterprise. Embezzling funds meant as charitable donations to the nonprofit entities, using the nonprofit entities to fraudulently apply for government assistance and loans, and using the nonprofit entities to falsify employment and financial records to personally benefit members and associates of the enterprise. I'm just going to call it Big U ENT. Members and associates of the Big U ENT would discipline other members and associates who acted in ways seen as detrimental to the Big U enterprise or other individuals who were seen as disrespecting the Big U ENT or its members, including through threats and acts of violence such as assault, snatching, and termination. Okay? Members and associates of the Big U ENT would avoid detection by law enforcement by attempting to thwart and evade law enforcement surveillance, destroying video surveillance or other evidence, threatening or otherwise pursuing victims or witnesses of crimes committed by members or associates of the Big U ENT to avoid interaction with or to provide untruthful statements or testimony to law enforcement officers. In sum, there is probable cause to believe that in furtherance of the Big U ENT, Big U snatched an unalived victim R.W. Rashawn Williams in Las Vegas in retaliation for perceived disrespect to the Big U enterprise and endeavored to conceal that unaliving with other Big U ENT members and associates. To conceal that unaliving with other Big U ENT members and associates. Big U, Vay, Bear Claw, and Rashawn and Loose Cannon committed and arranged robberies to enrich the Big U ENT, further the extortions committed by Big U ENT, and to create an impression that Big U ENT controlled Los Angeles. Henley, or Big U, Vay, and Bear Claw extorted individuals in LA for purported protection when such protection was actually from violence committed by the Big U enterprise itself. What I've been telling you. I throw a stone through your window, and then I walk into your establishment and I say, man, you know how you could keep people from throwing stones through your window? Throw me my money every Tuesday, and you have beautiful, clean, perfectly Windex plate glass windows, all right? It is what it is. Nathaniel's event, I don't know what that means. King Von used to shake Chicago. Chicago way bigger than King Von. I don't know if you know nothing about Chicago. Chicago's a very huge city, and it shakes all over on its own. Believe that. All right? Primo, I see what you did there. I didn't see what he did there. All right, Shai, when it comes to DMX and Kato, is there any other story as to how they met and grew their genuine bond? He was always held down in Chicago, but didn't have to check in. Nah, it just felt great to him that he could just come and do whatever the fuck he want. The extra shit. See, X want to do some extra shit. Right? X want to do some extra shit that he don't want motherfucker around him that's going to slow him down. Right? But he also wants to know, he also know he's safe. So, maybe one day we'll talk to Val about it and see what she has to share on the story as far as those two go. There's 1,000 King Vons in the side. That's it. Period. That's why no one believes in my redemption oppression. Stay your ass out of jail. We believe you. Don't fuck around. Y'all already said. Y'all were offended when you thought people were thinking that y'all would be next. Don't be next. That's it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. If not, no mames. Salutes to you anyway. What? Hell yeah, if DMX showed up to your hood, you wouldn't want that nigga leave. Doing something to someone like that would even be a thought for real. Facts. Not for these motherfuckers. They going for it. they getting after it over there, boy. Right? They like, what? We getting everybody. Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could get extorted over here. X loved Kato. X loved that Kato really took care of him and really had the juice. Yeah, he loved that shit. That shit fucking fired dog up. He wasn't worried about shit. It's the answer he gave me. I asked him specifically, dog, why have you not been back to Chicago? He said, just don't feel right no more. Because when he got there, K would have the red carpet rolled out for him. He had people paying up to check into the O. Oh, you talking about that? Yeah, that don't mean shit, though. That's this big. In the scheme of things right there. Nathaniel's Adventures. That's a city block, bro. Big city. I mean, because of the O'Hare Ja Rule story he so eloquently once told. Yeah, his eloquence was... we'll play it one day. All right? Definitely a close friend. Definitely loved each other. And he put Nonstop and Dog together, and Nonstop and Dog became brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that whole shit is crazy. Honestly, he was probably more unsafe with K than on his own. That's my point. Like, here's my point to that. Dog loved the fuckery of it, man. You know what I'm saying? He loved that extra shit. I think you put them two together, it make it more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But, that was his thing. X, I'll tell you stories of X. People try to, keep him from fucking up. He was a wild boy, man. Salute to him. Rest in peace. Big U was on some Zeta shit, facts. I think it was worse. I heard it from K, and it was more serious than that. What you mean? What was worse? That what? Dog, yeah, I mean, Dog was doing shit. Yeah. That's normal. What you talking about right there? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There was people around. On tour is different, you know what I'm saying? It's different than when he's living somewhere. When he's living in AZ, you guys got all of the off-roading and all of that shit to do, right? When he's in New York, he want to jump in cars and go from here to there to over there, you know what I mean? When he's on tour, we want to walk through a Burger King drive-through, you know what I'm saying? He want to get on a motorcycle in the rain and people cut the bike off on him, right? People looking out for him. It's different when you live in and you stationary. He was living here doing that album, so I'm sure he was doing all kind of crazy shit. Yeah, I heard that story. X stories never get old. We really lost a real one. Rest in peace to the dog. Rest in peace, X, man. All right, salute Smoking Gun Customs on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Shot K-Slay, rest in peace, has that All-Star Weekend story. Yeah, we get into too many stories while I'm reading paperwork. All right, rest in peace, K, rest in peace, X. Let's get after it. All right, where were we right here? So, Miss Me with the Redemption song, all right? Let's see. Violence committed by Big U itself. They controlled LA. Violence, whatever. Henley and Mani, which is the girl from the taco truck, all right? Arranged for the interstate transportation of individuals to engage in prostitución. Suciedad. Okay? Fucking. Interstate fucking. To engage in prostiness for Big U and Big U ENT members. Big U defrauded various companies, donors, athletes, celebrities into providing donations to the Big U Enterprises charities, only to transfer those donations to his own personal bank accounts for personal use. No mama's way.
No mommy's way.
Well, wait, they did that in every city they went to. K was king in Chicago and everywhere. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when it's them two, ain't nobody telling them to chill out. Jay, you're fucking with my presentation right now. Ain't nobody telling them to chill out. When it's just Dog and he's on tour and he's working. There was people around to try to stop him. I don't know how much good it did, but that's the difference. Them two motherfuckers together, who's gonna tell them to stop? Alright, Tarona está Leonardo. What the fuck is that? Let's get it. Oh, the putanas? Oh, shit. Let's see. So he transferred that money over to his own personal bank accounts for personal use. Henley fraudulently obtained funding. Yes, it's my point, but okay. But let's talk later. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm reading. Big U fraudulently obtained funding from the city of Los Angeles' mayor's office through the Gang Reduction Youth Development, the GRID Foundation, portion of which received federal funding. He was getting a check from the mayor too, from the police, everybody. He was in everybody's pocket, and still was begging for people that were supposed to help him before he went to jail. So evidently, this whole thing didn't work out for him. All right. Big U defrauded and attempted to defraud the Small Business Administration for loans that benefited the Big U ENT. That's probably the PPPs. There was no scam unturned in this dude's existence as far as I can see. No scam unturned. To enrich Blanton, a Big U ENT associate who purported to work for the Big U Enterprises charitable organization, Big U, Bear Claw, Blanton, and Mani, no, not Mani, Blanton's wife, Tiffany Hines, committed bank fraud by submitting a fraudulent mortgage application. Big U, Vay, and Martin Bear Claw and other members of the Big UNT attempted to obstruct investigations into and conceal the above referenced crimes committed on behalf of Big UNT. Statement of probable cause. Unless otherwise noted, my knowledge of the facts summarized herein is based on my training and experience, my discussion with other investigators, and my review of law enforcement reports, search warrant, and subpoena returns. Title III wiretap interceptions, all that shit. Let's get to it. The Big U Enterprise, number one. As discussed herein, I believe that Big U led the Big U Enterprise. Vay was a years-long associate and confidant of Big U and served as his right-hand man. Now, people are saying, and he calling him an underboss. People are saying this guy was a square. People were saying that this guy wasn't no 60, wasn't about that life, ain't that dude. Civilian. Well, he got himself in a RICO where he's numero dos. Right behind numero uno over here. Wow. Longtime associate and confidant of Henley and served as his right-hand man underboss. An enforcer in Big U ENT, and Martin was also a close confidant and trusted lieutenant of Big U in the Big U ENT. Much of the Big U ENT structure and affiliation with the Rolling 60s is in the public domain. In the television series Hip Hop Uncovered, the docuseries, which Big U executive produced, Big U detailed the history of the Rolling 60s and his involvement with the gang. So let me not just tell you everything that's happening right now. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you the backstory too. And maybe I'll write some fiction for the future. The fiction was that you weren't going to end up under a prison. That's the future that you would have wrote in this story. That shit ain't happening. Detailed the history of the Rolling 60s and his involvement with that gang. Henley admitted he was Rolling 60s members from the first generation. Henley advised that the Rolling 60s was a large Crip gang known to instill fear in the community. Big U claimed that he did not have gang-related tattoos because people already knew where he was from, and it was never a question. A similar quote that Big U often repeated when asked why he has no gang tattoos. Everybody know me? I'm Draws. Relax. Why he has no gang tattoos is that it isn't on you, it's in you. That was his thing. After encountering legal trouble as a juvenile, Henley moved from California to Chicago. All right? But what happened? Why he didn't last here? He didn't take shit up over here? Upper echelon, you didn't do no business with Big U. Right? Henley admitted elsewhere to being on the run. All right? Legal trouble as a juvenile, Henley moved from California to Chicago. Everybody has a stint here, huh? Y'all ever follow that Instagram where all the best shit in America come from Chicago? Sometimes the bullshit come to this motherfucker. After encountering legal trouble as a juvenile, Henley moved from California to Chicago. Big U admitted elsewhere to being on the run and conducting illegal rug activities in Chicago. While Big U was living in Chicago, Big U decided to move back to Los Angeles to participate in the gang war after an associate's unaliving. At that time, Big U noted his mentality was that we were hunting. To us, it wasn't about fighting, it was about hammers. It was about hammers now. My philosophy was the hammer can get you any and everywhere you need to be. After Big U returned to Los Angeles in the 1980s, he became known as a fighter for the Rolling 60s by fighting other gang members. As Big U recalled, those fights were about dominating the Rolling 60s competition. Henley remembered he and approximately 200 other Rolling 60s gang members went to a Run DMC concert at the Long Beach Convention Center to establish and maintain their dominance within the Los Angeles-based street gang scene. Henley characterized his and the Rolling 60s moral code at the time as get them before they get you. Ain't that the truth? My wife tells me what the fuck I listen to because I randomly walk around the house like, bien Rocha, bien Rocha. Hey,
bueno, y el Rocha.
We ain't heard shit from Rocha, boy, that's for sure. We ain't heard a peep out that motherfucker. nothing. Let's get it. Throughout the 1980s, Big U fostered a fierce and earned reputation for violence, which included multiple charges of first-degree unaliving, as well as a charge for attempted unaliving of a peace officer. Buddy's a career criminal. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $3. What a charitable stand-up guy. Such a fucking role model. If he's found squeaky clean no cooperating in any way, I'll apologize. But it's fuck Big U and his bitch made hoes when there really was a stand-up community crip. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Period. All right, shout out JP for the $5 for the $3 power chat. What a charitable stand-up guy this Big U is. Such a fucking role model. If he's found squeaky clean, no cooperating in any way, I'll apologize. But it's fuck Big U and his bitch made hoes when there really was a stand-up community crip. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Salutes JP. What a charitable guy, JP. This fucking guy, you know, Christmas gifts on Christmas, all of that shit. You know what I mean? All of that shit. Mike Lopez said, I miss Rocha. Thought my wife was the only one. All right? Boom. That's crazy. The Christmas gifts ain't even safe, JP. What? Now while Big U is on the prowl in front of his house, Big U should have been figured out. Figured it out. Higgy, you 60. Bruh. He couldn't. Well, what does Wack say? He dumb it in a bag of bricks, you know? So, let's get it. Where were we? Yeah, he as well as a charge for attempted unaliving of a peace officer. According to these statements, Big U believed that by 1987 he had cemented his reputation as a tough person who should not be crossed. Big U recounted serving time in county jail where he beat up other inmates for the purposes of establishing a pecking order. Right? Shout out Upper Echelon for the $9.99 super chat. I'm checking in, aka Big U non-for-profit. Salutes. All right? That's the light, that's the hundreds. All right? He was like, I'm gonna get in this conversation one way or the next. Salutes. Not-for-profit, bro. You know, he was developing options. You didn't know? The option was, do I leave this money in my bank account or do I leave this money in the non-for-profit's bank account? That was the only options that existed. And he chose to put it in his bank account because, you know, it'd be like that. It's crazy. All right, let's do this. Oh, that's some hood shit for real, stealing from the poor. While saying all day, everything out of his mouth was, for the community, for the community, for the community, for the community, for the community. Come on, man. But the people got to wake up. The people got to pay attention. The people got to say no. People sitting around waiting for a fucking handout. You know? Miss me with all that shit. The Grinch that stole Christmas. Absolutely, bro. He went that far. All right? He went that far. He beat up other inmates. Now, I saw him tell this story about... all he did was tell stories about how he beat everybody else. Beat everybody up. I tell everyone I work with my business is all profit. I tell everyone I work with my business is all profit. Puro profits. Okay, no, hold
on. Millions.
Let's get it. Where he beat up other inmates with the purpose of establishing a pecking order. Henley was also earning money through the rug trade in other cities, such as Minneapolis, where he realized he had influence over other Rolling 60s members. When Big U was 22 years old, he claimed to stop selling rugs and transitioned to a different racket. He believed his moniker Big U was so big and ominous, every time I go through a door, I really was a beast. That was the mentality. Despite having such power within the Rolling 60s, Big U did not have a reliable source of income outside of the rug trade. Big U subsequently connected with hip-hop artist Kenneth Green, a.k.a. Papa LQ, and became his manager. In the docuseries, now this is something that happens, all right? I have to use Upper Echelon as an example. I have to use Val as an example. I have to use a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Well, they're the reason I use them as examples. They're the ones that they're out there, right? It's very common. We've seen it a bunch of times, you know, Webb and Nitty with Joe Budden and Clue and all of them. You know, people in the game got the bread. They find an artist that they think is worthwhile. You know, some have knowledge of the music business. Some learn. Some don't. Right? And then some put the pressure and Debo people like this dude did. Right? But in every town, especially throughout the 90s and the 2000s, you was going to find an artist that was backed by somebody that had the money. My question for that was, what was the payoff? What were you selling in return? Right? I had management contracts with Minister Seymour and the Chicago Pimps and shit like that. Running around with Bishop Don Magic Juan and shit and Crucial Conflict and Do or Die, and, you know, but that was short lived. I ain't never let nobody get their claws into me where I didn't know, what am I selling you though? Right? Because I don't have the character to just be sold. Did that help my music career? Probably not. I still got to places just off my own work, right? But these things happen. So he became a music manager. In the docuseries, Papa LQ recounted that Henley was in tune with both the community and gang culture. Henley also became the manager of hip-hop artist Ricardo Emmanuel Brown, a.k.a. Corrupt. For those that don't know, Corrupt one of the coldest ever. All right? From Philly, but a Rolling 60s Crip from L.A., and was once managed by Big U too. I'd love to hear what he has to say about everything that's happening right now. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Shout out Yarf. Yard tapping in, salutes. But I get back to my own. That's a me thing. Yeah, period. I agree. Salutes Robin. Free the wives. The option he was developing was making fools go into the state of the feds. Facts. Debo for real. Papa the Stoner. Didn't Tiny Lister say Big U was who he got character influence for Debo from? Well, that to me was F. Gary Gray, the director. And the reason that he put Debo, or the reason that he put Tiny Lister, you know, aside from Tiny Lister being who he is, you know, putting Tiny Lister in that position, but that character was, yes, modeled after Big U, according to F. Gary Gray. The streets ain't loyal. Zimpos, the streets is dead. Definitely not loyal. No loyalty, no honor amongst thieves, none of that shit. Streets is dead. Tell anybody that you love, any young ones on the way up, streets is dead. And there's more ways to get paid today than there was yesterday, so get after it. The game is dead. JP, everyone in the chat, thank you. God bless everyone. Thank you, Shy. Free Val and Vivi. Salutes. Shout out Flu Dog. Hit them likes, peeps. Big Uterus is dumb as rocks. Made them check in. Made them donate money into his non-profit and withdrew it to his own account. That's including the chat. And that's including this chat, which you are building organically. Salutes to you, Mike Lopez. I appreciate it. I got everywhere by being me. That's it. Paper trail everywhere. Corrupt, dope lyricist. Absolutely. Big facts, Shy. Salutes. Real talk. It's dead. More ways to get paid today than yesterday. People leave. They don't like that positivity. Same thing with JP. They be mad. He too positive. When we tell them to eat a dick, we put them in the fucking bathroom if they don't know how to act. All right? Don't put nobody in the bathroom. This is just...
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Right?
But that's the real talk. The real talk is, ain't nothing for you out there. It's a numbers game, and the numbers are against you. Period. Let's get it. In 1991, Henley was found guilty and sentenced to 23 years in state prison for robbery. And as he admitted, he was also charged with snatching. While Henley was incarcerated, Henley stated that Corrupt maintained contact with Big U and ensured he was kept abreast of developments in the music industry. In 2022, on the podcast Dub C and C Mac Show, Big U described himself as an enforcer in prison and recounted knocking somebody's receptacle out of their dome. All right, knocking somebody's eye out their dome, as well as committing pokings. In 2004, Big U was released from prison, and the docuseries hip-hop artist Calvin Broadus Jr., a.k.a. Snoop Dogg, characterized Big U as institutionalized. You say the wrong thing, you get fucked up. He was short-tempered and serious about the shit he was on. Something about him I liked because I felt like he was a leader. Come on, Snoop. Something about him, you was under pressure, Papas. You know what I mean? You was under pressure. Big U claimed that he was focused on healing his community when he returned home from prison. I want to give out the turkeys. I don't want these fucking guys giving out the turkeys. Fuck out of here. Long ass indictment, Papa, 107 pages, bro. We're never gonna get through this today. We got a premiere in a little while, and I've been here going on 4 hours already. Salutes. I've been here for 3 hours. No, I've been here for 2 hours. No, so it's 3 hours so far. Long ass indictment. He's fucked. You would know. Game was always there. Today we just get to see it on the internet. I see. What's up? Gene Borello went back to jail. Saw that too. He was looking crazy and tweaking and shit in the courtroom. I don't know. That's look new. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Now you see now, you done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, his objective was to affect change and lift his community to a better place instead of destroying it. Big U's own words, though, show the falsity of his claimed reformation. For example, on December 31st, 2022, on an intercepted call, Henley explained his motivation for committing unaliving on behalf of the Big U ENT, stating, "What you guys see on the internet, y'all keep hearing other people who don't have nothing to talk about but sell. Let me explain something to you. If I would have had a problem with any man, color, creed, king, or kind, the issue would have been resolved and we wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be here. It ain't no kid nothing. And the damn near nobody who been in this motherfucker longer than me can stand against me and me be who I am. If I had a problem with any man and this wouldn't be so funny to me, I'm still who they say I am." You seem like you felt like you weren't. It seemed like you felt like every day you was going to lose who you thought you were, instead of building and growing stronger. You know what I mean? You look like you felt like you wasn't who you thought you were. And you felt like you had to prove that all the time and say some cool, slick shit. Some cool, tough shit. Similarly, on April 23rd, 2023, on an intercepted call, Big U discussed gang politics with a co-conspirator and stated, "I'm retired, Higga. Activist. I pull up on your block right now, Higga, and show up and show out, Higga." Oh no, he's questioning. "I'm retired, Higga? Activist? I pull up on your block right now, Higga, and show up and show out." That's what happened to the last Higgas that thought I was retired. He's not retired. Retired? Mamonina Calito Brigante retired? What happened? You found religion? No. His ego too big. His pockets was too empty. I've been broke in my life. All the way busted and disgusted. Never the thought crossed my mind to go oppress somebody and have it coming. Never. I don't know if it's me, but okay, he was a piece of shit and he's never come. I don't know if it's me, but okay, he was a piece of shit and he's never coming out. It's all take. Big U tried stealing some of Bimi's shine to advance himself. No, he stole everybody who he wanted. Everybody he got around, he tried to take something to add to his allure. That allure wasn't enough for him. His ego was too big, and it got him. It got his life spread across this paperwork right here. Right? This is the writing on the wall. According to the docuseries, as Big U transitioned to the life in Los Angeles following incarceration, he returned to the hip-hop industry. Corrupt connected Big U with Suge Knight, the former chief executive officer of Death Row Records. Big U recounted that Suge Knight assisted him financially when he was released from prison. Big U referred to himself as the Blue Suge Knight. Oh, mama's way. That's some dick riding right there. It sounds like Big U came in on a motherfucking wrecking ball.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
The fuck? Yo. The Blue Suge Knight. And as Big U, as of 2004, was widely regarded as a leader of the Rolling 60s. Because of his reputation, Big U was well positioned to ultimately form and lead the Big U ENT. In approximately 2008, Big U formed a relationship with the hip-hop artist Ermias Joseph Asghedom, a.k.a. Nipsey Hussle. After several years, Big U temporarily left the industry after he had a falling out with Nipsey Hussle related to equipment at Big U's shop. Big U recounted in the docuseries that Nipsey Hussle made a diss song about Henley, but that Henley is a scrapper, not a rapper, Henley stated. All right? That was You Don't Have a Clue. The song is called You Don't Have a Clue. Those that want to look it up on YouTube, it's called You Don't Have a Clue. Definitely a nut hugger, HG. HG, the originator of the nut hugger emoji combination. Salutes. That's why Shaq moved to Texas. Quite possible, young Jizzle. Huh? Because let me tell you, Shaq is on that list, and Shaq has a relationship with Wack 100, who used to have a relationship with Big U, which tells me that shifted. Okay? That shifted. Let's see how many Southsiders Big Uterus knocks out in the feds, referring to the viral video that Wack Negative 100 and Big Uterus made about saying Big U knocked out 50 Southsiders by himself. Never thought he was going to have to see them again, huh? The Blue Suge Knight. No mamas. He came in like a wrecking ball. All right? He said he's a scrapper, not a rapper. He stated that even after they settled their differences, he picked up Nipsey Hussle one morning so that Nipsey Hussle could get disciplined for the diss song. Right? Now, they chose that life. They chose to be in a gang where somebody can discipline you. Oh, and do they love to do it? I seen it with my own eyes. Anybody that knows me will tell you I had a giant spot with big parties with all kind of different nations in there. And I've seen instances where they'd want to discipline their own. And they'd want to do it in front of everybody, or they wanted to do it in the solitude of a private room, and I never allowed it. I have to be here. If you're going to do whatever silly shit you're going to do on some gang shit, discipline, go ahead. You going to smack your boy? I'm going to be right here to see it. This is my spot. This is not your spot. And this shit's already corny to me. But they'll do that. So, Big U picked up Nipsey Hussle so that he can be disciplined for the diss song. However, Nipsey Hussle's brother intervened and told Big U, shout out Black Sam, definitely his brother's keeper. Salutes to him for continuing the marathon, for continuing to move forward, for continuing to stand on this square. Salutes to him. However, Nipsey Hussle's brother, Black Sam, intervened and told Henley, I love it. They don't mention Black Sam's name in here. They're keeping them out of it. And told Big U that Nipsey Hussle wasn't going anywhere. LAPD reports documented that violence erupted. When LAPD officers arrived on the scene, a firearm was present and discharged. In 2019, okay, so let's talk about that quickly before we move on. that story. What I've heard through many stories is yes, they wanted the equipment back. Big U was on bullshit over the song. They wanted a DP, which is give him we call it in Chicago a violation. They wanted to violate Nipsey and make him have a punishment, be disciplined. Black Sam said that ain't happening. Supposedly Big U beat up Nip's father. I think if I recall correctly, a bat, something was involved. Supposedly he tried to bust on Black Sam with the bat, and Black Sam bust off at him. But at the same time, the police were arriving, and the police started busting at Black Sam, and they arrested Black Sam. And Black Sam went to jail for that. Right? Just want to get that for those that don't know out there. Salutes HG. The person else day was made with his song, The Wrecking Ball. Shout out Delcio on the check-in. What's up, everyone? Much love from Boston. Shout out Beantown. Shout out Dorchester. Shout out Jamaica Plain. Right? Shout out to all my Bostonians. Fuck with y'all. You ain't violating, not in my house. And if I'm gonna be here, dog. You ain't running me out of a room, out of a corner in my shit. They said he ran his people almost like the mafia. Nah. He was sloppy and ridiculous. He ran mafia rackets. That he did do. He ran those rackets. Who disciplines Big U if he acted up or out of line at the time? The youngins that smoked the boss or the OG. That's usually how that goes. The youngin that gets disciplined to the youngin that gets disciplined to the point where now there's a coup. You know what I mean? Mike Lopez, all that is true. Salutes. Bet. Let's get it. So that's that situation, Nipsey Hussle situation. Black Sam got locked up. Nipsey eventually went with him. And after that, Nip and Big U were seen again together. All right, at the Developing Options Gala, Nip was there, but how much of this is under pressure? What do we know? All right, we about to get out of here soon, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Make sure y'all join me for the premiere that we're gonna drop at 2:30. I'll be in the live chat for that. Let me knock this down real quick. Give y'all the link for that. All right, people mad at me in the comments. What is that censored word at the beginning of the title? Go ask YouTube to tell you. Don't bother me about it. Make sure y'all meet us here in about 25 minutes. We'll be over here at this link. The street black gangs in California don't have structure and their politics are soft. That's for you to talk about. I don't know enough about their politics to know what it is. I just understand gang culture in a general sense and some fuckery afoot. All right? Let's get it. LAPD officers arrived on the scene. A firearm was present and discharged. In 2019, Nipsey Hussle was unalived by a member of the Rolling 60s. It's always your own people. 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 We'll do. Got my reminder. Salutes Delcio. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that notify me. Get up in there. Let's try to get to 40 likes before we get out of here. Show your boy some love. Let's try to get to 40 before we get out of here. I like that. Get to that 40 before we get out of here on a regular basis. All right, see you all in 25 minutes. Hit that like as you come in. Salutes Eddie Jimenez. We appreciate you, sir. Let's get it. The check-in. Big U and the Big U ENT are widely known for requiring a check-in for out-of-town entertainers or gang members in Los Angeles. As Big U described in the docuseries, if I don't answer the phone, it can be the unaliving for someone else. Everywhere. There's someone like me, and you can't put a monetary value on his touch in hip-hop. After more than 3 decades as a Rolling 60s member and several years managing famous hip-hop artists, Big U was widely regarded as an original gangster OG. In the docuseries, record producer Andre Young, a.k.a. Dr. Dre, explained that it is very helpful to have an OG who can clear the streets. Within this operating environment, Big U instituted the concept of the check-in when hip-hop artists and other celebrities visit Los Angeles. How the check-in works. The check-in is a term used when someone travels outside of their home city to another city. During that travel, the individual must check in or meet with the local street representative of said city to pay a tax or fee for permission both to move about freely and to have an event or conduct business in that other city without the risk of harassment or danger from criminal elements. Get the fuck out of here, man. If Big U was such a big threat to Mexicans, they would send 3 to 4 tripods with bone crushers and take them out. I've seen it with my own eyes. 2112 Soledad State Prison. Learn from your mistakes. I seen it. Let's get it. What's going on here?
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $3. He ran his bitch ass self into a RICO. No real structure. No genuine respect or love. He and his people deserve whatever they fucking get for Nipsey RIP.
That's a fact, bro. All right, shout out JP for $3 power chat. He ran his bitch ass self into a RICO. No real structure, no genuine respect or love. He and his people deserve whatever they fucking get for Nipsey. Rest in peace. Salutes. Rest in peace, Nip. Just to give you an idea, when the movie American Me was made, people were shot and unalive for exposing mafia politics. Different day, different time, papas. Let's get it. A tax or fee for permission, both to move around freely and to have an event conduct business in that other city without the risk of harassment or danger from criminal elements. While Big U and other supporters attempt to persuade the public that the check-in provides safety and security for those who do so, as set forth herein, Big U and the Big U ENT also manufacture the very danger they purport to protect against. Right? They throw the stone through the window, and then they come tell you, you pay them, and they'll keep people from throwing stones through the window. According to Big U's statement in the docuseries as corroborated by our investigation, some visiting hip-hop artists and other individuals paid Big U a fee to check in if they are not from Los Angeles. In the docuseries, James Anthony, a.k.a. Bimmy, and Steve Lobel, the CEO of A to Z Entertainment, stressed that it is important to know the right people. Well, it's easy to say that. It's easy for Bimmy to say that. It's easy for Bimmy to say that because Bimmy was a kingpin and part of the Supreme Team. All right? He too was a dude that was eating off of the community. All right? He too was a dude that was part of a criminal organization. So it's easy for him to say that. Steve LaBelle, he do business with the both of them. It's easy for the record music guy that don't know shit about shit, who's been around for a long time and is well respected. It's easy for him to say that shit in the company that he keeps. All right, anyone who joins the channel better check in with Shy before doing so. Y'all gotta check in, man. All you ghost watchers, check in before you get the fuck out of here. Put you in the goddamn.
Put him in the fucking bed, you might.
A to Z Entertainment stressed that it's important to know the right people such as Big U when visiting places like Los Angeles. However, as podcaster Livingston Allen, aka DJ Academics, explained in the docuseries, the check-in is analogous to a commission for the gang or neighborhood where an OG is from. Christian Anthony Mathis, aka Trick, salutes Trick, explained in the docuseries that he enforces the check-in in Detroit, Michigan. Trick added, "Come without permission, I don't want to hear shit you gotta say. I created these laws, so I enforced them. All we coming for is our portion." Trick further explained that he instituted a no-fly zone. What Trick is doing is different from what Big U was doing. Trick is trying to get motherfuckers to put some respect on their artist's name. Trick is trying to get motherfuckers to use local artists as their opening acts. All right, I respect Trick. I've performed in Detroit before. Performed in Detroit with Dog and Bone Thugs. Performed in Detroit with other people. Been there on these type of runs. What Trick is doing is trying to get some respect on their name. And I understand how that disrespect works when artists come to your city and they want to put you on at 7 p.m. when there's nobody in the building. I understand how that works. I've had to, combat that myself in life. So it's a totally different game. Now, where Trick fucked up was being on that show with them. But, it is what it is. They call me Trick. Trick is cool. I fuck with him. Come without permission. I don't want to hear shit you got to say. I created these laws, so I enforce them. All we coming for is our portion. Trick further explained that he instituted a no-fly zone in Detroit in which artists could not perform in the city unless Trick was paid. Without paying a commission to an OG's organization such as the Big U ENT, visitors to Los Angeles are at risk of violence. So, Trick got himself, spoke about in this, like he shouldn't have been on that show. And I thought about the shit then. Thought about that shit then. That little kid who did the drive-by at the end of American Me got sprayed up, a permanent life change within a week of that scene. Yep, he was in the streets. Jesus Christ. I feel like I heard that story. We'll get on it one day. Aggravates me. But I was his friend. All my homies from that age, a lot of them gone. Whole lot of them. And it ain't stopping no time soon. Without paying a commission to an OG's organization such as the Big U ENT, visitors to Los Angeles are at risk of violence. Big U has also provided examples of individuals who do not check in with him until it's too late, such as the rap artist Taekwon Terrell Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, who Big U discussed in another interview and who was later targeted in an unaliving for hire plot where his associate was unalived. That is the case that people believe Brick Baby is involved in. Okay, that is the Little Dirt case, Quando Rondo. Let's see. What time is it? All right. When defending this practice in interviews, Big U has stated that it's no different than when a Learjet flies over United States airspace. They want to know who you are. Big U said his practice is no different, which I believe indicates that he purports to own and control Los Angeles through the Big U ENT. How Henley and the Big U ENT respond to failures to check in. In 2022, the FBI interviewed a cooperating witness, CW1, who told the FBI about one of these check-in incidents. Who's that, huh? CW1. CW1 said that he knew Big U, who was a Rolling 60s member. CW1 also said Big U led a money-making gang that was distinct from the Rolling 60s, referencing the Big U ENT. According to CW1, rap artists, athletes, and other individuals needed to pay Henley a fee when they visited Los Angeles. CW1 believed the fees that Big U collected were extortion payments. He also recounted that a large buy-in dice game occurred in Los Angeles in 2019. The game involved the professional boxer Adrian Broner, AB's associates, and several prominent NBA players. According to CW1, AB and his associates fixed the game and cheated the NBA players out of millions of dollars using teased dice. This is why people get smoked in dice games. And AB think he's immune to that because he had money. He's had money. Right? Following that game, Big U directed a group of Big U Enterprise associates to rough up AB, who did not check in with Henley, and to get the money back from him on behalf of the cheated NBA players. Now, how much of that you think them NBA players got back? Big Uterus went and got the rest. And to get the money back on his behalf of the cheated NBA players. Multiple members of the Rolling 60s ultimately arrived, and Big U used them to press AB. CW1 said that Big U was involved with the incident because Big U was involved in and or would approve of any dice games or similar events, such as parties involving large sums of money and prominent NBA players and celebrities in Los Angeles. Celebrities, you out there getting vic'd? Y'all a bunch of Vicks. All right? It's crazy. Multiple persons involved in the incident who have since been interviewed, including former NBA players, confirmed that Big U was paid $100,000 for negotiating this debt. However, each was later approached by associates of AB and told they still owed the money. Oh, so AB had his own people, huh? AB had his own group. CW1 was aware of other instances where NBA players or other celebrities would need to work with and get approval in advance from Big U to ensure their safety at events in Los Angeles, such as parties, gambling games, or advertising shoots. CW1 said that these celebrities would have to seek or pay Big U for protection and approval or face retaliation from Big U ENT. I'm trying to see where this part ends. If not, I'm going to bookmark it here. I think I'm going to bookmark it here. We're going to go back to CW, whatever his fucking name is, tomorrow. Retaliation from Big U Enterprises and approval and face retaliation. Boom, at the outset. So we start at 40 tomorrow, all right? We didn't get our 40 likes, but we start at 40 tomorrow, all right? Make sure somebody reminds me that we start at 40 tomorrow, all right? Page 30. My bad. Page 30, number 40. But we good. I can save it here. I'll take a picture of this shit right here. Bow. Now we know where we was at. Let's get it. Woo! Your boy is parched. God damn. What's a dope check-in? That was a long time ago. What happened? All right, y'all. Shit. Your boy got to get out this fucking chair at this point. Just from what we heard, we're on page 30 of 107 pages. Hopefully we finish it tomorrow. If not, we'll finish it over the day streams next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the vibe is tomorrow. But it sounds like Big U's in a heap of shit. Okay, you could say that, Mike Lopez. We can't vouch for what you're saying, or we don't, salutes to you. We appreciate it. But you could say that somebody else could come in and say otherwise, and it's like, what are we doing here? Then Jizzle, there's a whole video. Hopefully we can watch on one day. That's why I put that teaser out there. Yeah, we'll get to that story. You better check in with me if you come to MIA. I got you with a blunt. Salutes. I'll be there. Big Uterus don't want shit in Los Angeles. He knows what it is. Okay. Mexicans run Long Beach, Compton, South Central on the street level. I hope you're not one of them racist Latinos, Mike Lopez. I mean, you ain't been out of pocket. I like you. But you really flying your flag really hard, bro. Salutes. Pause. MIA, Miami. How about a few more likes before we move on? That would be nice. If anybody hasn't hit the like button yet, hit that bad boy before we move on out of here. We will be at this next premiere. All right. I did a members only. Then I did this live stream. Now I'll be in the live chat for a premiere. All right. Make sure y'all meet us there. Uh-oh. Mike done got Primo's attention. It's never good. Where is it? Where's this fucking link at? Rick Ross and the GD, Trick and the GDs put Rick Ross in his place, JP. Here we go. Let's do this. Boom. This is where we about to be at. Nobody's capping. Ask the streets. That's y'all. That's y'all conversation. Salutes. And if we're asking the streets, we're asking Mike Lopez. All right, we got your opinion, Mike Lopez. Somebody else could come in here and be like, "That's bullshit." Uh-oh. Now he wants you to dock yourself, Primo. Primo, you lucky he ain't got a wrench, bro. I got some time for y'all get wrenches. All right, man. Let me run back through this chat before we get out of here. Make sure y'all meet me at the other joint. As a matter of fact, that's what I was dropping right here. Bow. Wait. Boom. Paste. Bow. Meet us here. This is where we're going to be at in the live chat. Go to the comment section. Swipe it over. You'll be in the live chat. It's not a live video, but it is a live chat. I left the Lopez community because of Mexicans. And I went to the European country. My last name is Lopez. Lopez? Lopez. All right? Good day, mate. Miguel Lopez. Salutes, mate. Uh-oh. Mike Lopez is doing his investigations now. I'm going to the top up here. Shout out 298, Eddie Jimenez, and Shannon, Zoraida, JP, Primo, Velez, Popeye the Stoner, Jacqueline, Super Big Exotic 420, HG, Miguel Lopez, Mike Lopez, Vicente, salutes to you, Primo, Eddie Jimenez, Young Jizzle, appreciate you, sir. Shout out to all the wrenches. Shout out to all the donators. Salutes my brother Oso. Let's see. Popeye the Stoner, Young Jizzle, 298. Shout out 323G because I always miss him and might not be here today, but I got you. All right, but again, APB out on Chucky Chingon. APB out on Chucky Chingon. I'm gonna hit that guy up, see what's going on. 298 Sosa. Shout out Upper Echelon. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you to Cara de Verga for their donation earlier. Salutes Cara de Verga. Salutes JP for the power chats. Shout out Smoking Guns Customs. A-OK though. Salutes. Let's see. Shout out Zimpulse. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming through. Mike Lopez. Delcio. Appreciate you. We'll see Delcio on the next joint. Flu Dog. Salutes to you. Shannon. Thank you. HG. Salutes to you. William Borden. Replay game. Cuomo is run by Big Mike. If you know, you know. Salutes to you. Shy. He ain't show up to his Detroit concert knowing Trick Trick was waiting. That shit wasn't gonna happen. Cali is a state. I'm from Los Angeles, Pomona. You gonna tell me where I live? Trick Trick was on some Debo shit too. Well, he better hope they keep his ass out of the indictments, man. Stay your ass away from motherfuckers like Big U. Cara de Verga, the name. Yeah, that was dude's name. No, it's live right now. So yeah, it's live and then it's over. We done. We've been here, what? 2.5 hours. We outie. I know everything in Pomona. You don't know how to spell that shit, though. Busting your balls. That is, that's if you're... Oh, you pissed Mike Lopez off. Mike Lopez fingers is fucking up his messages and everything. I'll let you guys argue in the next chat. Y'all meet us over there. All right, Primo, we can see Primo is the, the shit stir. New shit stir in the chat. Respectful shit stir. As long as it stays respectful between y'all, it's all good. We don't have to put you motherfuckers
Put him in the
back.
fucking bed, you might.
Yeah, that's the one that that try to get me to say that thing. Yeah, if anybody puts any words like that, I'm gonna switch it to whoever I want it. I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say about it, and I'm not gonna be. If there's a bunch of words that don't make sense, I'm not reading your spells. Fuck out of here. He said I put a K on the O. I'm fucking with you, Mike Lopez. I will see y'all on the other side. Salutes to y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Hundreds up in the chat. Rest in peace to Donna Sofia Perez Rocha. All right. Let's see if Primo knows that since he's from Pomona. All right. I'll holla at y'all. Y'all have y'all Cali argument amongst yourselves. Meet us over there in the chat. Bring that argument, bring that engagement to the next chat. All right? Everybody, get that money. Million. Get home safely. Salutes to all my people traveling. Salutes to all my truck drivers on the road. Respect. Salutes to y'all, all right? I will holla. See y'all over here. I'm going to drop it one more time. Mike Lopez said, bien, Rocha.
Oye, y el Rocha. Y
Drop
el
it one more
Rocha.
time, right
Bueno,
here.
y el Rocha.
Wow. See y'all over there. All right? Peace.